Hello, my name is Andira with turn number 022, and for the final examination of English Poetry 1, I would like to deliver a presentation entitled Portrayal of Poverty in Morning at the Window by T.S. Elliot. And this is the poem. As the title I've mentioned, the issue I would like to focus on that I have found here is poverty and portrayed through the imagery of the poem. The types of imagery consisted in the poem were visual and kinesthetic imagery. And through the imagery, the author has, as the narrator, described the situation of the lower class poverty from his point of view. The narrator here is looking inside in a room from a window as the observer, and the thing the person is observing are how the people behave, the environment they are living in, and also their expression and feelings. According to Perry and Thomas in Damahuri 2011, Perry and Thomas classified imagery into 7 types: visual, auditory, olfactory, gustatory, tactile, kinesthetic, and organic, as quoted in Darley and Tamanik's study in 2021. According to this study, imagery is the device that could elicit the reader's emotional reactions and enables the readers to experience what is being discussed through their senses. This poetry was considered as a modern poetry because, according to interestingliterature.com, T.S. Eliot wrote this poem on 1914, which was considered as a modern era, as Patrick 2017 stated. Most scholars generally agree that modernist authors published as early as the 1880s and into the mid-1940s, and this is quoted in Potami and Adrian's study in 2021. And now I would like to come to the analysis, which is the use of imagery. Here is the first stanza of the poem. In the first line, in their rattling breakfast plates in basement kitchens, there are kinesthetic and visual imageries I found. The first is the kinesthetic, the rattling. It is the activity of making sound over the plates, and the visual imagery is basement kitchens, which is a small space of the kitchen in the basements. In my opinion, this imagery shows that people are rushing while they are eating breakfast in the morning for work, and they are living in small places, indicating their poor quality of living. And coming on to the second line, and along the trampled edges of the street, it is also found the visual imagery, the trampled edges of the street, which signifies the bad condition of the street edges. And next, the third and the fourth line, I am aware of the damsels in housemates sprouting despondently at area gates. In this line, I found kinesthetic and visual imagery again. The kinesthetic one is the sprouting despondently, and the visual is at the area gates. In this line, the housemates are visualized as sprouting or appearing from another area of the city gate. It could mean the village because the people that are described here are the lower class, which back then in the modern times, people are coming to the city, to the urban area to find the job that is better than the jobs they have in the village. And the second stanza, in the first line, the brown waves of fog toss up to me. It has visual imagery, which is the brown waves of fog. It signalizes the low quality and polluted air due to the industrialization. In modern times is well known for the change to the Industrial Revolution, which splits the society into two major classes, the upper and lower class, where the lower class experienced extreme poverty because they could not adapt with the advanced technology or called as unskilled laborers. Thus, they usually only do rough works and that don't require intelligence, and the pay for the works are usually low, so that they could not acquire a better quality of living. Continue to the next line. The twisted faces from the bottom of the street. Here, the person in the poem seeing the twisted faces, which is categorized as visual imagery. These twisted faces are the people who are feeling depressed and frustrated toward their situation. In the next line, and tear from a passerby with muddy skirts. It shows the visual imagery, the muddy skirts, and also the tear. A passerby here, or the person in this line, is described as having the dirty environment because the skirts she wore are dirtied by mud, and also the tear is showing that the person is feeling sad. In the line, an aimless smile that hovers in the air. Again, the aimless smile here is considered as visual imagery because here the narrator is seeing the person referred to is smiling aimlessly or without any excitement, which signifies the depression, hopelessness, and also the resignation due to the poverty. As also quoted in Hutami and Adrian's study 2021, the image portrayed in this poem also resonates with what is defined as poverty because Dvorak 2015 stated that people living in poverty means that they fail to conform with the living standard acceptable in the society they live in. Consequently, they have limited access to fundamental rights. The fundamental rights here is shown as the area of living and also the quality of the environment, the healthcare, school, and etc., which is not described as a good quality in this poem. As I have mentioned before, that the people are living in small spaces, dirty environment, and also polluted air. Thus, I could come to a conclusion that the words discussed before support wealth and indicates the poverty issue, including the dirty environment, small living space, sad and frustrated expressions of the people, and also the people who are rushing their activities in the morning that resembles their middle-low class type of society. And the theme based on the analysis is living under poverty is pitiful. I think that's all that I could deliver. Thank you for the attention and goodbye.